take off.
Hey, my name is Nemo, and today I'll be showing you how to start a big build in Minecraft. Not a little build, not a little house or anything. A big build. Like a big house. Anyway, to start off a build, I almost always have a drawing of it. It may sound weird, but it really helps me to have a drawing to sort of just reference and sort of get an idea of what I'm doing. So for this video, I'm going to be using a drawing I made in math class. Once you have a drawing to reference, it's really helpful to build a framework, and that, I think, is even more important than the drawing. The drawing is sort of optional. It's just a thing I like doing. I don't think anyone else does it, but you need to have this framework. It matters so much, and I cannot state that enough. Build a frame, please. And now, the reason having this planning going into the build is so important is because building a roof, when you haven't planned for it, is not an easy time. Believe me, I know. I've learned from experience. My next step after building a frame is always to build the first floor. I could work on more framing, but framing is really boring and tedious, and I sort of need a bit of a refresher at this point, so building the walls is perfect for that. And for these walls, I'm going for a medieval style, so we're going to use wool and snow to sort of mix up the texture. Once you finish filling in the walls, it can really help to add some detail to the build. So, my next step is always to add supports, sort of like a foundation. These cobblestone wall things, they're there to make it seem like the house is being held up by something, and the wooden stakes aren't just driven into the ground. And then after that, I continue to add more support kind of things, but made of wood, to look like they're sort of reinforcing arches around the build. These sorts of realistic touches can really help to add to a building. After I finish detailing the first floor, I decide to add the floor for the second floor. And I don't pay too much attention to where a staircase would go because I'm not worrying about the interior of this building right now. However, I'll probably do another video very soon on ways to decorate it. And once we're done with that, we'll start building up the walls for the second floor and starting the most difficult part, the roof. Now be warned, the roof takes a very long time to build. It's a very difficult, tedious thing to build because you got to think about how to fit all the different sections of it together, especially in a building like this one, which has, count them, 4 roofs, 4 separate roofs that have to connect to each other. It can be a bit of a pain in the butt, and it hurts your brain a little bit when you're working on it, but in the end, it's so worth it. And as you can see, I like to use stone on the edges of my roof just because I think it adds that nice little, I don't know, it feels complete. It adds a little bit of a border to it, which I think really ends up helping the way the building feels. And once you're done the roof, you're basically done the building. There's not much more to it. Just adding a few more finishing touches in and around the building, and that's really it. However, the roof, again, is a super time-consuming process. This build took me probably about 45 minutes, and the roof probably took 25 of those 45 minutes. 20 of the minutes spent building the framing, the walls, putting details on. The other 25 minutes were spent on the roof. It takes more than half of the time of the build when you are building such a complex roof. However, you don't have to build such a complex roof, but I think personally that the roof of a Minecraft building is sort of like the heart of the building. It's what makes it look good. It's what gives your building personality. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do not forget to leave a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. More building tutorials and shenanigans coming soon.